Okay, so this is Widowmaker on attack for Hollywood. So right off the start here, you got a really good view of this entire area here. And the first thing that you should check is like in here for any snipers or up here for any snipers. And once that's clear, you can check out other areas like this door here, that door there, this door here. And one of the things I recommend doing at the start with Widowmaker is going this direction over here, and then going sidestepping to the right of this truck here, and then looking up here in this little balcony, because you might find turrets, bastions, or other Widowmakers. Make sure you take those out first, and then you can like grapple up here, and also get a better view of that same area here. Make sure that it isn't any turrets, bastions, or Widowmakers that they're dead before moving on. Going on over here, you can snipe over here in this area here. It's a good sniping spot. You can throw your venom on like behind that car there, or like on that corner right there, or like right above that door. Yep. So you can go down here and get a good view right here, good sniping view right here. Check that balcony up there.
I see you.
Throw your venom mine behind that car, or in this corner, or above this door. Now you can snipe right in here. This is a good spot, like halfway up these steps here. If you dunk, you can see the area better, and you can throw a venom mine right here in case enemies come and try to chase you. Going in through here, you can snipe right here is a good spot, but I would only snipe here if your allies are also here trying to take over the payload, distracting the enemy, because otherwise it's going to be very unsafe. Moving in here, as your allies are trying to take over the payload, you can snipe up here, but this is not really the best area to snipe at. It's kind of unsafe. Widowmaker can go back over here and snipe back over here in this corner. While your allies are distracting them to get the payload, you can snipe back here. You can get behind this trash bin and attack enemies going through this passageway here as they're coming back to the fight, because they have to go this direction to go back to the fight, or this direction. So you can check this or that. You can throw your venom mine like on top of this door here in case they run through the door. You can also throw it on top of this door here. Or you can throw it like behind this car here. Another decent place to snipe is right up here. You can snipe up here. You can move in over here and snipe over here. Keep your venom mine like above this door in case enemies run through the door.
Hello? Anyone out there?
You can keep it on this door right there too. So moving into the next section, as the payload's moving into the next section here, you can get on top of this crate here and then dunk and fire here. The first places that you should check out is like right up here for another Widowmaker, or right up here for another Widowmaker. You might also see like Torborn turrets like off here in the distance here, so keep an eye out for that. So moving into this next area, you can get on top of this roof and snipe here. So you can get on top of this roof, but it's kind of hard to grapple on here, but it's easy to grapple up here. So when you're up here, you can like put a mine right here in case someone tries to come up the elevator. From here, you got a good sniping view right here, and also just right down here as well. And I have some really good cues here for throwing a venom mine on top of that door way off there in the distance, because your enemy is going to have to come through that door there to get back to the fight. If you stand right here in the middle of this circle, and then put your crosshair on that post way in the background, and then fire, the mine goes right there above that door, and anybody that goes through this door here is going to trigger that mine. And it's like pretty much like a free venom mine hit. You can also throw the same mine and on the same door by standing right here and putting your cursor about way over here. Just look at that post, go a little bit to the right and up, and it goes above that same door on the same spot. Yep, there it is, right above the door. I also even have another cue for that same door because I feel like it's so important. If you look right here, Yep, right above the door there. It's a very good spot. Because the enemies will have to come through that door, and they will most likely trigger the mine, and it's like a free venom mine hit, pretty much. So going down here, there's some more sniping spots. You can get on top of this crate here, and snipe right here. You can dunk for some more cover. You can get on top of this thing here and side strafe behind this wall here to take cover. You can get over here and take cover behind this wall here and snipe and dunk. Get behind this cart here. And one of the probably the most famous spots to snipe at when you're in this area is just right up here as the payload's moving into this checkpoint. Just right above this roof here is a really good place to snipe. Just make sure you keep your venom mine either above this door or above that door over here. And it's a good place to snipe. So over here you can get on top of this jail and you can snipe right here. It's a good spot. You have to watch out for enemies coming out through that door there, so you can throw a venom mine above that door right there. So as the payload's moving into this next building here, the good place to snipe is like right over here. You can take cover behind these trash bins here. As the payload's moving in, you can get right up here and snipe right here. It's a good spot. You generally don't have to worry about any enemies coming this direction because their spawn point will change to the very end, but just for good measure you can put a venom mine right there on that crate. You can also put your venom mine way over there on that post, or way over there on that corner, way over there. So moving in here as the payload's moving in, probably the best sniping spot in this whole area is just right over here. You see how there's steps here? If you stand just right above these steps, you can actually see all the way back here in the back, but if you drop down, you won't be able to see it. So stay just right above these steps, and you'll be able to see back here and snipe. This is a very good spot. Alright, so moving in over here, you can get up here. This tends to be not exactly the safest area, and also not exactly the best view. Going in over here, you can have a view from in there that's kind of okay. If you want a better view, stand right in the middle of these steps right here. You can kind of see in the final destination area. Put a venom mine on top of that door there in case enemies try to come out. So into the final area here, you can get on top of this trash bin and snipe right here. You can throw your venom mine on this post here or on this crate there. Another spot to snipe at in this area is right up here, and to get up there, all you got to do is just grapple up here, and then you can snipe right here. Now, keep in mind that both these spots over here and here is kind of unsafe, so make sure that your allies are down there, also distracting the enemy. You gotta watch out for enemies coming through this direction too, so you can throw a venom mine on the ceiling right here. And my cue is, I stand right here on the top of the stairs, and then I put my cursor between these two posts right in the middle, and I fire, and it lands right there. It's a very good spot. So that pretty much covers it for attack on Hollywood.